Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I am a regular dude walking in the Word. We are in the book of Numbers right now, and in this section, we've done chapter 31 in 3 episodes, and today is the final of those 3 episodes. It's really dealing with this battle against the Midianites, and it was the last battle before Moses died, really, and was taken away. And so we talked about God had said, I want you to do this one last battle here. And it was against the Midianites. And the Midianites, if you remember, were ones that were influenced by Balaam. And Balaam encouraged the Midianites to have their women seduce the Israelite men and then get them into idol worship. All right. And God was saying, these people need to die for what they were trying to do to you. And so we talked about yesterday how the cleanup needed to be complete. Today we're talking about not one is missing. We're at a section right now where the battle is over and now they're dividing up the spoils. All right. So you're going to see they got a lot of stuff out of here. Okay. And so let's read here about how they're dividing up the spoils. But I want you to pay attention as to how many of the men died in that battle. All right. Let's listen and watch here. This is taken from Numbers 31, verses 25 to 54. The Lord said to Moses, you and Eleazar the priest and the family heads of the community are to count up all the people and animals that were captured. Divide the spoils equally between the soldiers who took part in the battle and the rest of the community. From the soldiers who fought in the battle, set apart as tribute for the Lord 1 out of every 500, whether people, cattle, donkeys, or sheep. Take this tribute from their half share and give it to Eleazar the priest as the Lord's part. From the Israelites' half, select 1 out of every 50, whether people, cattle, donkeys, sheep, or other animals, and give them to the Levites who are responsible for the care of the Lord's tabernacle. So Moses and Eleazar the priest did as the Lord commanded Moses. Okay, so you had all this stuff that was captured from the Midianites. So what you did is you started out and you divided it in half. You had the soldiers who fought, which was 12,000 soldiers, 1,000 from each tribe. They took half, and then you had the rest of the Israelite nation, they took half. Okay, so naturally the guys that fought are going to get more because there's 12,000 of them compared to millions of the other people. All right, and then from each of those portions, you were to give God and really to the Levites a portion of that. Okay, so each group was to give a portion of what they got to God, and it was used to support the Levites. All right, so hopefully that makes sense here. Verse 32, the plunder remaining from the spoils that the soldiers took was, get this is a lot of stuff, 665,000 sheep. Okay, just that alone would be amazing, 675,000 sheep, but it doesn't end there. 72,000 cattle. Okay, you'd have to make it have a sale on cow pens and everything, because all of a sudden we just got 72,000 cattle, and so we're going to keep all this cattle. Amazing here. 61,000 donkeys, 32,000 women who had never slept with a man. You're thinking 32,000 women who never slept with a man. Remember, we talked about yesterday, they brought all these people back, and Moses said, you're not supposed to be bringing people back. They were all supposed to die. He said, except for the virgin women, and they can still be here, still be alive. So they killed everyone else. But then there's 32,000 virgin women that were captured. All right, so that's a lot of women there. The half share of those who fought in the battle was 375 sheep, of which the tribute for the Lord was 675. 36,000 cattle, of which the tribute for the Lord was 72. And then the 30,500 donkeys, and that was of which the tribute for the Lord was 61, and 16,000 people, of whom the tribute for the Lord was 32. Okay, so you had what I just read there was half, and that's what the people had. And so it's recorded here what they gave to the Lord. Okay. Verse 41, Moses gave the tribute to Eleazar the priest as the Lord's part, as the Lord commanded Moses. The half belonging to the Israelites, which Moses set apart for the fighting men, the community's half, was 337 5,000 sheep, 36,000 cattle, 30,500 donkeys, and 16,000 people. From the Israelites' half, Moses selected one out of every 50 people and the animals as the Lord commanded him, and gave them to the Levites who were responsible for the care of the Lord's tabernacle. Then the officers who were over the units of the army, the commanders of the thousands and commanders of the hundreds, went to Moses and said to him, now get this, this is 12,000 guys here, okay? And they came to Moses, and this is what they said. Your servants have counted the soldiers under our command, and not one is missing. Think about that for a moment. They captured all this stuff and had this big battle with 12,000 guys. It doesn't record how many they were fighting against with the Midianites, but I'm assuming it's more because of all the spoils. I mean, they brought back, well, how many virgin women they brought back? 32,000. So you have 32,000 just virgin women alone. So obviously the army would be much bigger that the Midianites had. But they went and fought this battle, and not one guy died. Verse 50, so we have brought as an offering to the Lord the gold articles each of us acquired, armlets, bracelets, signet rings, earrings, and necklaces, to make atonement for ourselves before the Lord. Moses and Eleazar the priest accepted from them all the gold and all the crafted articles and all the gold from the commanders of the thousands and the commanders of hundreds that Moses and Eleazar presented as a gift of the Lord, weighed 16,750 shekels. Okay, I don't know what that is. In my other translation, it translates it out. But 16,750 shekels of gold. That's a lot of gold. All right. Let me see if it says there. It would say that's about 420 pounds. Okay, so 420 pounds. That's a lot of gold there. And today we weigh out like how many ounces is this gold, but they had 420 pounds of gold. All right, that would be like you buy a bag of feed, a chicken feed, or a bag of water softener salt, and those are about 50 pounds. Sometimes now they're 40 pounds. So you'd have roughly 8 bags of gold like that. So that kind of gives you an idea. Moses and Eleazar the priest accepted from them the gold, all the crafted articles, all the gold from the commanders of the thousands and the commanders of hundreds, that Moses and Eleazar presented as a gift to the Lord, weighing 16,750 shekels. Each soldier had taken plunder for himself, and Moses and Eleazar the priest accepted the gold from the commanders of the thousands and commanders of the hundreds, and brought it into the tent of the meeting as a memorial for the Israelites before the Lord. Okay? I conclude the story by saying this. Notice how many people died in that battle from the Israelite army. None. Not one person died, which is amazing. Okay, when you look at what was involved with this whole battle, and not one person died. So God cares about us in the same way that He's not going to let He's in control with this whole thing, and allowed not one person to be killed in this battle which He commanded the Israelites to do. All right. Hey, thanks for watching. I am a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through the book of Numbers. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.